What's your glitches, and welcome to another METH Labs public announcement. And this one is really around just looking at the health of the pool and what's happened over the last few days, and maybe what we can look forward to in the next week. So without further ado, let's jump into the pool for METH. I'm using a magnetic for this video, magnetic interface. And just top numbers from yesterday, we dropped from 20k TVL to a low of like 15, now hovering at 16. There was some double-sided and single-sided withdrawals from the pool, bringing the price down a bit. Some action was taken to kind of raise the price back up by some of the liquidity pool providers, which is great. I think some of this is being driven by the fact that XRP's price is going up. So we've seen a nice pump in XRP. And there's actually a space earlier where I think blockchain backer and Mikkel were in the space. And I caught the last 10 minutes where they were discussing what the outcome would be when XRP pumps. And the general consensus is you can expect liquidity to be drawn from all the tokens on the XRPL because people want to take back their XRP and liquidate it and take some profit. So we should be prepared for that in the upcoming weeks. And I think we've made, as I'll demonstrate, I think the liquidity providers have taken some steps to put a floor price in on METH. And let me demonstrate that if we look at the DEX. Before I do that, let's just look at the total amount of, let's just look at the state of the order book. So average price, sell price of METH is 63 with 72 METH in the order book. On the buy side, we have again, ignoring those last three orders because there's only 1,500 METH in circulation or in existence, sorry, not even in circulation. So those last three orders, four orders will never be filled because one of them is going to try and soak up 2,000. So which is more than the amount of METH that exists. But the average price on the buy price is 13 XRP for a METH and a total of 331 METH in terms of demand. Now, the interesting thing is we had a space yesterday where the liquidity providers, some of the liquidity providers joined the space, and we kind of agreed to try and put a floor on the order book on the price of METH. And as you can see, we've got substantial amount of METH now on the order book being purchased. In this case, kind of a decent amount to try and build the floor. So, and that will grow, I think, over time. We've got a nice order here as well for $10 at 100 METH at $10. So I think over time, what the plan is, what we discussed is liquidity providers should be taking profit, so place high sell orders above the exchange rate of the AMM. Let me show you what we mean by that again. I've shown this to you in previous videos, but it's always worth revisiting. The rough price, the exchange rate of the AMM is 40 XRP at the moment. That means what we should be trying to do is make sure that there are some sell orders above that price, or that all of the sell orders are really, limit sell orders are above that price. And that gives the liquidity pool providers the opportunity to double side out if they need to kind of take some liquidity back and then place some orders on the book at a higher price. Assuming those orders get filled in time, they can take some of the XRP and use that to place or to maintain orders on the order book at a lower price at which they sold. So buy low, sell high is pretty straightforward. And slowly over time, we can increase this buy wall that we have here, which in this instance is looking like, 45 XRP here. Yeah, another 10 down here. So over time, we will increase that floor price, and I think that will give everyone some more confidence around the price action for METH as we move forward. In terms of risks, we've already mentioned that the price of XRP going up sharply will cause liquidity to flow out of all of these tokens. But hopefully that buy wall, as we make it more robust over time and strengthen it, that will give us a floor price that we can rely on, even if XRP goes through the roof. So that's helpful. I think there's another risk here. So we've got 40 contributors now, and it's always worth noting that the magnetic interface, which is the one I'm showing you here at the moment, it will count contributors with dust in the pool. So 40 minus these 4 is 36 contributors. There's a risk here. We have one contributor with 17.5% of the pool. That's too high. I did try and reach out to them. Their head's not in a very good space at the moment, and they're inactive at the moment as far as I can see. But in any case, 17.5% of the total amount of liquidity in the pool isn't that much, right? So if we look at the assets, it'd be 17.5% of, let's say, 200 METH, and the equivalent value in XRP on the other side. So I think that would be, let's just work through the worst case scenario. They wake up in a bad mood and decide to drop their position single-sided, withdraw single-sided out of the pool. I think the damage that can do, I believe, will be in the order of 80 METH, right? So 40 that they have and 40 XRP's worth. It won't be quite as bad as that because the AMM exchange rate kind of will kick in. But in any case, that's like someone dropping 80 METH into the pool, as it were. So, or by removing all the XRP out of the pool, essentially 80 METH's worth of XRP out of the pool gets removed, leaving a big overbalance of METH against XRP. I don't think that's going to be that bad, and it might be bad in the short term, but frankly, I'd prefer it if this particular participant either did that and just withdrew everything in one shot, or I suspect what will happen over time is we grow the TVL and this 17% number will drop. We're at quite a historic low TVL at the moment. 16K isn't particularly high. If you look at how long we've been running, 20K, 21K is like a decent average for us. Obviously, we can ignore these like 100K at the top here. 20 to 21K would be nice. We're at a little bit of a low ebb, which means it's probably a decent opportunity to add some liquidity to the pool. So I think that's okay. I think we're certainly in a healthier position than we were yesterday with those sell orders and the buy floor in place. Next week's going to be another interesting week as we see the price action for XRP, and hopefully we've made some preparations for that if liquidity does start to drain. Just a reminder to liquidity providers, make sure that you do have some nominal sell orders. Don't oversell at these prices, and I can't tell you what to do, but apart from, it's a good idea to sell high and then buy low and maintain your position in the liquidity pool. Obviously, you're being rewarded with tipper rewards, and let's just have a look. I think I know we can't trust the APR presented by any of these interfaces, but APR is 39% and transaction fees 30 in XRP. So it's been quite a quiet day for us. But let's see what next week looks like. Thanks a lot, bitches, and see you soon.